Welcome to a new Lambda class daily for the Ethereum Consensus client. Let me just go search for the YouTube link. Does anyone have a hack to get this earlier? We always end up losing the first minute and a half on this. Let me just share it. All right, the link is shared. Mete, do you want to go first?
Yes. Yesterday, Omega gave me some comments about the random module issue, and I fixed those, and it's merged. And I was working on the delete from PIDs, and I deleted the PIDs from the Go part and the libp2p port part, and made the alterations in the protos, and I'll be adding the maps for the PID, and we'll be done with that.
All right, that sounds perfect. This was mostly for Gossip. Did you take care of Gossip and other things, or just the Gossip notifications?
Only the notifications right now. I think I will
Okay.
fix those as well. I'm
No,
trying to make sure that nothing is crashing. That's why it takes time, because there are too much parameters for the PIDs in the Go part as well.
no, of course. Yeah, that's a very precision related work. So yeah, let me know if you need anything.
Thank you.
All right, the next one is Tomas.
Yesterday, I was mostly focused on reviewing PRs. I also worked a bit on checking some performance optimizations we could make on block processing. I made a small PR just inlining a hash function. And today I'm gonna look for issues to work on. I might ask Thomas or Martin if they have anything I can work on. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I think that a great thing to work on might be the concurrency model. I think that we can parallelize the efforts there, and there are plenty of tasks to be done. But I think that replacing the gen stages with per process, a single process per block is a good start. We can talk about it later if you want, but it could be an interesting one. I got some feedback last week from other Lambda senior members that develop in Elixir, not necessarily from blockchain related work. They all recommended me to go that way. There was a bit of small discussion or subtlety on if we need to keep all of those processes alive or not. But I think that that's something that we can take care on in a second iteration. That the first part we can agree on. But if you want, we can sync after the daily or whenever, and we can just start with it.
Sure, let's do that.
Awesome. This also kind of depends on what Martin was doing, I think yesterday or the day before, which was doing the state transition. I mean, it's kind of independent, but at the same time, we don't want to step on each other's work. Martin was working on the state, parallelizing the state transition. So let's take care that we are not stepping one PR on top of another.
I'm not working on that actually.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Yeah, I was just referring to the asynchrony between the call, converting calls to cast from pending blocks to
okay.
Just making sure that we're not removing that or stepping on top of that. But that's just something to take into account. All right. Anything else, Thomas?
No, just that.
Awesome, perfect. Thanks for the updates. The next one is Martin.
Yeah, so regarding that work you were mentioning, I have the PR. There was a comment from Mega, which, yeah, it's about like if we are storing blocks that are processed in the database or if we store them before. I thought we were only storing them. Like it's related to a discussion we had a few days ago that we were for now only storing them if they were processed and valid. If that's not the case, then the code doesn't work. The code that I have. So yeah, I'm gonna think about that with I guess with you or Mega later. But I've been working on other things, basically on shuffling instead of shuffling like every element one by one. The clients shuffle the whole list, which is a perf gain. So yeah, I'm working on that algorithm. I made some progress. Hopefully, I'll have it today.
That's awesome. Fun thing to work on. Also, yes, thanks for pointing it out. We still have another pending discussion, which is where or when should we store blocks, if before processing, after processing, etc. That's a good discussion. I think that fortunately we can have that discussion like in a second iteration. Like I think it doesn't block the concurrency design. It is a good point to like let's not optimize early. Let's not like change the whole thing we're doing in that particular area of discussion. We can like think about it afterwards. But yeah, that's a great one. All right, thank you. The next one is God's Power.
Okay, good day, everyone. Yesterday I was mostly working on addressing the comments on my PRO maculization of lists, maculization of list of composite types. I made some updates to that, and I still have some things to change. The tests are currently failing right now, but yeah, I'm working on that, and I also spend little time on reading up on maculization of bit list and working on that. So today I'll just continue and try to make the test pass and spend more time working on maculization of bit list.
That's awesome. Thanks for the update. The next one is Fernando.
Yes. For my part, yesterday I addressed the comments on my PR of the SSC generic spec test. It's almost done. I have only to address one left comment. It will be ready to merge. Also, I opened another PR about the Beacon API finality checkpoints. That is also ready to review. Finish that. I think I will need another issue.
Okay, that's awesome. We'll look for one for you. Thanks for the notification. And also congrats on being almost ready with the SSA generic spec test PR. That's like one step away from the merge, already approved. That's a big one. The next one I think would be the static one, right? Maybe that's the next PR to work on.
Yeah, that would be great.
I think that's actually most definitely the one to work on next, so that we can conclude after all these months the SSZ library. I think that after we have the static tests, we can definitely say, hey, we have a functioning library that we can use. We will like open a bottle of wine after that or something. That's a reason to party. So anyway, I think that's the updates. My updates are that I mostly reviewed a couple of PRs, the SSZ one from Fernando, the snappy decompression one from Tomas, and then I finished the research on finality for the workshop of finality part 2. There was like a single thing missing from last time, which was like K finality. That's the only thing that we need to understand the code. So like what I will do is build the slides today, first for the K finality section and then for the code. And those are my updates for yesterday, and that's what I will be doing today. Do we have any final comments or questions? All right, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, thank you all for joining today. See you all tomorrow.